Nehemiah said he's just giving up with it altogether. He said if you ain't subscribed by now, well, you're just not going to. Oh, Danilio, tell the people when your due date gonna be and what kind of seasoning you want on you. Oh, Danilio said you ain't need him none. We're gonna make our way back here to feed these old turkeys. Well, they mean, but we gonna feed them anyway. He got close to me last time, but you know watching this thing, well, close don't always cut it. Let's get him in there. You better watch what you're doing, old Tom, because if you come over here messing with me, well, to be honest with you, that thing can go either way. Skylar just asked, well, if I need one of them, you know, contractor pencils that they tape it off with before they cut, or if I need a tape measure. I said, no, I use country style cutting. I put a little dust on it, and I don't measure nothing. I say, well, that's about long enough right there, and I go to cutting. Let's get this thing fired up. What we're doing is, well, we're just reusing that wood y'all saw in the scrap pile. Stick, screw, and vision, if you happen to catch this one, well, there's your buff orphan, and yeah, they're still trizzling. I didn't want to end the video without stopping into our aquaponics area. And action.
Cross Creek back again with another one.
Well, that's alright. Let me hear yours, Skylar. Yours might be better.
Cross Creek's back again with another one.
That's decent. That's decent. What about you, DJ?
Cross Creek back again with another one.
I think I'm going. Well, let me try mine. Well, I think they said it best. And we back again with another. We starting on this deck right here. And the reason why we starting on this deck is, well, I just got finished putting the band on it. I just finished it up. I cut all the boards here. And, well.
Pretty nice.
How you think I did?
Good.
Yeah, pretty good. I think the people watching this thing, guys, well, they know I'm telling the fib. But I'm sort of proud of it. But on the scrap pile is what I was more so focused on. And, well, with that being said, in this area back over here, y'all about to get ready to see Skylar and DJ and CJ, well, Mr. Good for you and I, we about to build a country style, wide open. You want to help me? Country style, wide open, coop right here on the front of this building here. And well, we didn't have nothing else to do, and we know y'all want to hear from us every Sunday, so we might as well get the building on this thing, and let's see how it turns out.
Thanks for watching!
As we mentioned, what we're doing, we're reusing that wood that you guys saw in the scrap pile, and we're gonna try to build us a nice little run off the front of this thing. We got to move this table here out of the way. I had two options over there with that scrap pile, and instead of lighting the bonfire and calling over the girls, well, I figured I better do something that won't get me in trouble, and we're gonna build us a nice coop here. Yeah, Skylar's gonna hold some of the boards for us. I'm gonna drill this thing up, so I'm gonna have to set this camera down. But after that, we'll check in and let y'all see our progress.
Do they talk English?
Does she talk English? What, she don't understand you?
She doesn't understand me.
What do you tell her?
Snakes, go away. Go away.
Oh, I see what's going on here.
All right, you said it like that. Get out the way. Get out the way.
Okay, so what's going on here, we're trying to get this thing framed up, and I guess she keeps bringing her babies in the picture. CJ, she's fine, leave her alone. Well, she ain't affected nothing with this 2x4 and all. Skylar's still holding that board waiting on me. Skylar said she kind of can relate. I know if Maria catches this thing, well, sometimes she had to hold the board too long. I can't find my bits. If you was watching this thing, you use them old 3-inch star heads. You know them bits is hard to find. Let me see if I can get to my bit. I think she's getting tired of holding it over there. One of Black Ace's chicks and got trapped up over in this old pen. And I'm thinking about asking either CJ or Skylar which one of them thinks they can run in there and get them on out of there, because them roosters ain't liking them much. Who y'all think's up for the challenge? I think Skylar will volunteer herself, but well, too late for that. Like I said, she'll volunteer herself, but she might be there. Skylar, you're up. She might be there.
Out of here.
She said she's bad and clean up. Well, If you want to know how to catch that clean up looking in on that third strike and talk a little smack while he's walking back.
Dead.
Y'all see Asa down to that wood line there. She said, whoa, Skylar, you better come on up out of there.
You didn't tell me that would happen. Lock it. Alright, what?
You locked her in.
I'm not a chicken.
Huh? You in the state. You in the state. You grounded. That's that new age grounded.
Thank God.
Wait a minute.
Hey,
I'm trying to get you out of there.
thank you. You're dead.
Anybody need a nice stereo set? Right now it's being used as just an old common roost. Anybody still watching this thing at this point? Skylar and I, we've come to another huge disagreement. Well, she wants to add more animals. She's got some kind of deal with RJ to get a guinea pig, and well, Skylar's hired DJ right there behind her. That's gonna be her Johnny Cochran. I guess she says she's got a strong case, and well, this will be the jury.
Hey, it's John Boyer.
Whoa! I thought he's gonna hit me with it, y'all. This is gonna be the judge. That's why he's got on his judge robe, and he's gonna be the judge today. And he's got his anvil in his hand. When he decides, he's gonna put the hammer down and decide what we're gonna do.
I'm not.
My case is, for any other fathers on the channel, well, this is Skylar's 7th or 8th pet that she's added and promised that she's gonna take care of it. She's gonna feed it. She's gonna water it. Well, in the last 3 or 4 guinea pigs that she's had are deceased. Woo. So I think with that, I'm already off to a strong case when this ought to be an open and shut closed case. I'm talking about beyond a reasonable doubt on this one. Y'all get y'all's case prepared, and we'll meet back for arbitration here in a minute. Well, I made my way back out. Skylar and I, we stopped for a quick lunch. Sun came up. We had to put that work to the side. But we got back out there, and I got after it some. And I'll show that to you. But I wanted to bring you guys up here to show you guys. Well, that garden's setting in, and we got 2 planters here. I believe Maria's going to do some kind of potatoes in this one. And, well, maybe some other under-the-ground growers in that. And sweet potatoes, I don't know. Brown potatoes, I don't know. We're going to garden in all this area that you see here. You guys can see it fenced right out here. And we're going to bring that garden fence in, that green garden fence. We're going to square this thing off. And we're going to bring some shavings in. We may do a topsoil garden, a shaving garden, I don't know. But, well, what'll happen is we'll grow potatoes and all in that one. And, well, that'll get the kids out of the house to do a little work. Not a huge garden fan. I ain't a big grower or anything like that. Hey, don't y'all run off with that joke. But I ain't a big grower or anything. But I will say, having this garden in here, that'll get the kids out of the house in front of the PlayStation. They got the PlayStation in there and they won't move. But this garden, what it'll do is get the kids out of the house and, well, teach them some work ethic. It'll also help us eat a little healthier with all the preservatives and stuff in it. Well, guys, I ain't no scientist or no chemist or nothing, but that food coming out of that ground right there is just a little safer. There's a lot of multiple ways, well, that a garden can help. And any of you that got gardens at home with your family, your parents, grandparents and all, get out there and garden with them. You be doing more than just pulling weeds. You be doing more than pulling weeds. But we're going to get this garden in here trizzling. Now, I wanted to show it to you guys before we got over to the next area here. I wanted to show you guys that garden before we walked on over to what Maria and I, well, to what Skylar and I have been working on. I want to tell anybody struggling with anything, well, sit on those spots, wait that thing out, it'll get turned around. Well, I myself, well, I've had to sit on some spots and wait it out as well. Well, I walked out of situations, well, when it was raining and storming, and I walked out of them dry. You can't tell me God don't sleep. But we're gonna get this thing picked up here. I wanted to show you guys how far we've made it. We've got sides on it, and we've got our bottom side on it. And well, I started framing a door here on the front. But we're gonna fence this sucker in all the way around. I think it's about a 16-foot run, and that'll be enough, well, for the hens to go in there and do what they need to do. I'm just gonna step under. That ain't how that thing works, but if I don't hit my head on it. But the run leads into this area here, and there's another, I don't know, I'd say 14-foot barn stall here. Well, you can, hey, now you gotta tell the people hello. You interrupted the video. You wanted your feature. Whoa, where you going? He interrupted the video and didn't even tell y'all hello. Whoa. But sorry about that, guys. I was trying to show you the Muscovy eggs. We're gonna have some Muscovy eggs hatch off in the next few weeks, and well, she gonna walk them up out of it, I believe. But I was showing you guys the run here on the barn. We like to collect the chicken poop here, and the reason for that is in those beds up there, well, it's about 80% clay, and we can't grow no red clay. We got to have topsoil in there. Whoa. We've been trying to fertilize and compost some of this old chicken poop here, well, to make our garden look fresher. Garden a little fresh. I'm gonna get that out of here. Got some chicken poop on it. Let me see if I can throw that over there. Y'all, if I pick that thing up and they see that come in, well, y'all see them running in. Y'all see them. They said they ain't playing none. They dare me to pick it up. There's that old white duck there that I showed y'all on those eggs. She's trying to get past me. She don't know I'm kind of busy. That's exactly good. She's sitting in that area there. You guys will see her. Well, there you go right there. You'll see her walk on in. And she said she's making her way over to them eggs. And she said better not nobody bother her. That's where she'll hang out there for the next 28 days or so. And when them things hatch off, well, you're daggone right, you'll see it on your TV screen. We still like putting the top band across the top, and that's on both sides as well there. And we're gonna run our wire as well. But we were in the middle of building this thing, and well, old Skylar and Mr. Good Furrier, they struck a conversation up, and them guys there, yeah, they said they squashed it. They said fine, they'll do some crossbreeding if you want them to. But Skylar and I, we were in the middle of a conversation, and well, it turned into sort of a debate. Like, I guess any of you fathers on the channel's got daughters. Well, I spend more time debating and breaking up debates than I do anything else. But well, she's lobbying for some more guinea pigs, and well, if anybody's watching this thing knows Skylar's run with guinea pigs, well, she don't have the best of luck. Well, she's about 0-3, 0-3. Well, she wants all these cool pets and wants to bring them in, and then when she brings them in, well, she cuts corners and take days off. Skylar, if you happen to catch this one on your TV screen, no guinea pigs here. Stopped in and visit with the rabbits some, and well, we've already done some feeding, so we ain't gonna do much feeding as well. You guys hear me mention the chicken poop as fertilizer. Well, the way you set these things up as well, after this accumulates here, we'll spray it on the ground here, and we'll come on in, CJ and them will come on in with the rake and rake it all up. Well, just like your Uncle Tommy used to do. And once they rake it up, we'll take it and put it in the garden on that other side there. And well, we'll be eating cantaloupe. Sure will. We'll be eating cantaloupe. I'm not going to do a feeding with you guys today, but we are going to go inside this area here. Oh, this is where we've enclosed, well, most of our white hens. Well, we're going to try to make that white Sussex crossbreeding again. And I'm talking about make it translate and jump up out of there. Let me plug up this light here, well, so you guys can see. Well, let me get on over down low where you guys can see how our peacocks are coming out. They're picking up weight and growing well. We're going to get these guys out on grass here in a minute, but with these peacocks, you've got to get them wormed out and get their immune system up. And, well, get their metabolism going before you rush them out too quick. So we've got some wild game bird feed in there, and that's what you see. Mixed in with some medicated starter as well. And that's got them picking right on up. It's got them picking right on up. Our plans with this area here is, well, I'm going to let them even out the dirt here in this area some. And once we do that, we'll bring shavings in to build it up some. And inside the coop area here, we're going to build some stalls up and some laying nesting boxes and all. Just up against this wall here. And that's where we'll come collect eggs. I'm thinking with this area, it's an easy open door here. So I'm thinking Mr. Good Furrier will be able to come in here with no help. And see that desk back there? We'll put a few lips on the front of that. And we'll expand it over. And once we do that, we'll have a whole bunch of nesting boxes area. Well, that's where we'll enjoy breakfast. Well, if any of you like we are, and well on a fixed income, I'm sorry, we're on no income. If any of you guys are on no income like we are, well, with that being said, well, you gotta eat eggs sometime. For breakfast, well, for lunch, and maybe dinner too. But, well, with some ramen noodles, of course, But, we're gonna get that thing fixed in the Trellis. I asked earlier if anybody wants a stereo. And, well, if nobody claims it, I'll hang this in 2x4 and make it a roosting area. So I'm taking you guys with me from each area. We started in this area, and well, the black and white rabbits are there. Now, that's the area there Mr. Good Furrier is going to be collecting eggs. And well, if you go just out to the side of it, that brings us to our next area. In this area here, well, that's where we're going, them specialty rabbits, them old black and white ones. Well, we're going to skin them guys up and fillet them, well, and put them in a crock pot. I turned that camera back on and I didn't even get to take you guys with me where we come from there. The rabbits are there in this hut here. The rabbits are here on the backside of this shed here, and I just walked on around. And the reason being, well, we got a temporary setup here for our turkeys. We've got to build them in old nesting area. And right now we're just using that to kind of give them some shade and keep them out. They said they ain't too much interested in visiting, and they don't care how many of you subscribe and how many of you ain't. But they said you can visit for 2 or 3 seconds, and then after that, well, you gotta go. Woo. Somebody's been laying good in there. Them turkeys said they'd come up and see you guys real quick. But we're gonna make our way out of it. He's chasing. He said he's coming in and scream right now. He say he won't fight. He say mad. He say he dare any use to challenge him, and he got some fighting on his mind. Woo, that thing gonna be fired up, turkey. Let's get him some feed. Well, somebody better tell him. I'm talking about woo. Well, somebody better tell him what we done with the last turkey that we made. Well, it's just in time for Thanksgiving as well, and I'm struggling to buy a good Thanksgiving dinner. Well, I dare him to peck at me one time. Woo. Boneless, however you want. You know, we're making our way outside of that wood pile there, and that wood pile, that's where I showed you guys we were getting the scraps and all. Well, to building them chicken coop over in the background there behind you. But we put up an old temporary fence and we'll keep them goats off of it. Keep them off. And these 3 guys here are wethers. And I've already explained to you what that means. That means we cut them things off because we gonna eat them whether they like them or not. That's why they call them wethers. And with that being said, all 3 of these guys here got a home. And I don't know if that's the oven or the crock pot, but either way they've got a home. What we're gonna do is we're gonna rotate them out. We're gonna let them eat this area up some, a little bit at a time. And then well, once they get done eating on this area, we'll move them over some onto this grass and all the way over. And well, that accomplishes 2 or 3 things at once. And what the first thing that accomplishes is I don't have to pay for a good grass cutting. And the second thing that accomplishes, that puts weight on and blows them all the way up. Well, so they could be good and edible. I wanted to make our way over to show you guys. We've just been building a bunch of temporary enclosures here across the creek. And with that being said, well, it's gonna take some time before we can bring in our permanent fencing. We're gonna do some feeding. Well, I guess I will feed them with y'all one more. Do you feel like taking that TV and turn that volume all the way up? If not, well, you can turn it off, unsubscribe, click off, whatever it is you do anyway. But I'm gonna get my feed scooping off. We're gonna get to throwing some kern around. Y'all watch it. By the time I make it to that scoop right there and make it to that feed bucket, they're gonna be on me. I'm gonna see if I can sneak in there. Cause if you don't get it open fast enough, they get on the back of that head. Let's see if I can get over here. Got it, guys. I got it. Got it. We're in here good. We're in here good. Nobody's even noticed me. Oh, we're gonna be just fine today. Ooh, let's get them some feed out there. Take that volume on your TV and turn that sucker all the way up. Let's get some feed down. Let's get some feed down. Huh? Yeah, this old Buffy there. I want to show you something watching this thing. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see here. Not April. I ain't looking for April. I can't find the hen I'm looking for, but I got some feed, so we're gonna make our way on into this area here. I put plenty of feed down last night, so it may not be too hungry, but we can still trizzlate it nonetheless. We can trizzlate it nonetheless. Make our way over. We're gonna make our way over and feed them pigs, y'all. Hey, so you better not get after me. You get after me, I'll have to take you and just fry you whole. Get out of here. Woo. Let's go. Get in there and feed them. Get that. We gotta get that old pig fed up. Well, she's supposed to have babies about 10 yesterdays ago. So I've stopped watching and I stopped babysitting. She'll just have them when she have them. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get this old swimming pool here filled back all the way up. Well, it's supposed to be a water bucket, but she uses it as a mud bath. We're gonna get that rinsed out and get it filled back up. We stopped in, guys. There's peacocks there. They've got to have a special diet, I was telling you. So we got them on some old wild bird feed, mixed with some game bird feed and some medicated starter. But I'm gonna try to put some of this kern in here. And the reason why, well, I want them guys big and thick and corn fed. Well, I'm talking about like that Georgia defensive line. Speaking of that Georgia defensive line, Maria and I, well, we were just in Atlanta the other day, and I wouldn't feel right. I come right past exit 113, and I wouldn't feel right without hollering out. Well, shout out to Mr. Thomas on this one. And the LaGrange family as well. Maybe them guys there, I put enough corn in there, they'll get thick like them Georgia Bulldogs defensive line. I don't know. Mr. Thomas, if you happen to catch this one, well, I hope all is well. I hope your family's in good health, and we thank you for following since day one. Speaking of that Georgia defensive line, well, I don't know if they're going to get it done this year. Well, old Nick Saban say he coming back. Well, you win some, you lose some, and it ain't always home runs, they say. Well, Mr. Joyce Simmons, I wouldn't end this shout-out session without mentioning you. Well, I don't know if you happen to catch this one or not, but that old brown hen right there, well, you got it right. There she is. That's Joyce. That's Mrs. Joyce there. And with that being said, old Joyce, when she come in and lay some eggs, well, Mrs. Joyce, we hope you follow it all the way through. I didn't want to end the video without stopping into our aquaponics area. And, well, we got that area trizzling, that thing's full of water and it's ready for some more fish. There's some driftwood and all in the bottom there. We're letting this thing turn and turn and turn. Well, to get more of a natural flow here, we'll let that thing run, I guess maybe another 20 or 30 days, you know. Well, once you guys stay tuned, we're going to order us some koi from nextdaykoi.com, and we're going to fill these things in here, and we're going to let them grow out. We sure are. And with that being said, once they get full size, well, you guys know we'll move them to our other pond we're building. But I wanted to keep you guys in the loop on this area, and, well, not only will we be adding fish, you guys will see Crocky 2.0. Maria and I discussed maybe trying to add another crocodile to the homestead, and well, we won't leave you guys out of that decision. Not a very lot going on in this video, guys. Just mainly wanted to update you with some of the happenings and out on the homestead. We've done a quick feed. We're gonna do a quick watering, and well, I'm gonna step inside here and see if Skylar, well, see if she's decided she wanna wrap this thing up or she wanna have her hearing. Either way, I think I know the answer. Woo. She like them pears at all? Did she like them at all, CJ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did not have fun with your pool.
We out doing a little work. We've made our way back out. I'm gonna pull that trash bag out of there. We can burn that in our fire. CJ, carry this one on over too. We're gonna burn him up too. In my sunshine, you keep coming up. Well, we're getting ready, Skylar and I, to start our arbitration. And well, she thinks she's hired the best lawyer in the world, but if he's eating none-ripe pears out of an orange bucket, he ain't the smartest. Whoa. We got it over in there. I think they taste all right. We get this stuff burned up, and well, me and Skylar settle our differences, and well, we'll let you guys go on with your Sunday. What are you doing? Them old smoke goat, them old fire goat. They coming at you. We just been cleaning and still trying to get this homestead prepared. Some of us have. Other of us been playing. Skylar and I are in the dark. We in this coop, and well, let me turn the light on. Old school, turn the light on where y'all can see us. There's Skylar, and we in here trying to run these suckers down. We moving some of them brown ones over. Let's see here. Gonna get that old flashlight out. We don't want none of them guys there. And, well, we'll get old Gabe out of there. Why not get old Blue Gabe out of there? Come here, Blue Gabe. That's Blue Gabe right there. He's gonna go back with the silky if you hang on to him. Don't let him go yet. There's one more brown hen I gotta locate. Oh, she ain't up there. That's on that backside there. I got it, y'all. I believe I got that sucker. Come on, baby girl, we headed on out of here.
See ya.
Close it up, close it up, close it up. Yeah, that's another hen we're gonna put up. We're getting our hens put up, well, until we can get this area here prepared. Old Gate Girl's gonna let me in. We putting him in there, and we putting Blue Gabe in that back thing.
Come on, Blue Gabe. Go along with everybody.
Baby, in my sunrise, you keep coming up. Well, we getting after it today. I don't know why Skylar thinks, well, she deserves some more guinea pigs. She gets after it, but that ain't worth bringing no more guinea pigs here. She trips over it. There it is. There it is. I wouldn't lie to you who's watching this thing. Yeah, 100% of the time she trips over that thing. Ollie in the ninth. Down goes Frazier. Well, she lost the shoe. Old school J&M style, but she had held on to that chicken. Bring old Blue Dave in here. We're gonna set him in there.
Shoo!
There you go. We're gonna go get Little Runaway. And,
Oh no.
yeah, we're gonna go get Little Runaway and put Little Runaway in here as well.
Have fun.
We headed back in for round 2. We gotta get Little Runaway.
Little Runaway, get ready.
Let's see here. I'm also looking for, there's another black hen there. Hannah told me to make sure I got it. I don't know which one it is. It really don't look like any of them. Now, let me check over here. I don't know where. That's those 2 roosters there. And then, well, I forgot about those guys. I still got to get those guys. Woo.
Oh no.
Let's start with Little Runaway. And I'll come back get those guys here when it's a little darker.
Little Runaway.
Let's see here. I believe she's going to be in here. There she is right there.
Hey, Little Runaway.
That's a Little Runaway. I believe we'll get these 2 white ones out of here as well.
She's gone crazy in here. She's gone crazy. I ain't letting go.
Look like Skylar's struggling. Can you hold 2? She said, yeah, I hope so. Well, anybody struggling with anything, I want to tell you why Skylar's sitting holding this and waiting on me to hurry up. Be patient, sit on those spots and wait that thing out. And well,
Yep.
Skylar tell you, there was a time where it could have went either way for old Cross the Creek. Let's get after it. Yeah, them rabbits like that fresh snack there. They say it's better than grain. It's all natural, and well, they get in them pairs and get after it pretty good. Even the new ones,
Can I be your partner forever?
I'm sorry, baby. I can't hire you. I can't hire you. You're lazy. You're lazy. You wouldn't be able to work for me. You be terminated the first time you show up late.
What do you mean?
And every time I ask you to do something, you do the opposite. You don't follow directions.
I'll
Now look at
learn.
that turkey strut. He said he'll strut this thing out and just gobble, gobble, gobble for you watching this thing. Oh, woo. Let's see if he's getting closer enough on it. Well, he said that's enough. He said you ain't seen enough watching this thing. And he don't care nothing about no guinea pig. Get out of here. You been watching long enough. We'll catch you next Sunday. Thanks for watching.